The Selfish Path to Romance. Download Chapter 1 for free at drkenner.com and at amazon.com.
And right now, I am going to turn to our After Hours line with a call about an 18-year-old who has moved out of her home, and she has a lot of conflict with her mother and can't make ends meet.
Hi, Dr. Kenner. My name is Patricia, and I just wanted to ask you, I'm 18 years old, and I just moved out of my mom's house because a lot of family problems, and me and my mom have been through a lot of problems, from police to within our household, a divorce from my parents and everything. She did a lot to me, and I did a lot to her. And I just finally moved out, and I really don't have that much money or whatever. Not only that, but I feel very, very lonely. I feel like my world is like all awake and jumpy, and like I'm half asleep, and I don't know, I just feel very lonely. I don't know what to do with myself. I'm only getting bigger, heavier. You know, I just lost my job. I can't afford anything, and I don't know what I should do. I just need someone to give me advice on how, maybe if I should try to speak to my mother, because now me and my mom had a huge fight, and we don't even speak, and I don't know what I should do. Sometimes I feel like I'm not worth anything, and I just hit this great depression. I just need advice from somebody that knows. So if you can just please let me know, I'll be so grateful.
Okay, Patricia, you're 18 years old, and you sound like a lovely person, and you sound like you're reaching out. You've got a nice ability to say, I know I did some things wrong with my mom, meaning we did a lot to each other. You're owning your role in that. So here's what I recommend. Don't make this an attack on your own personality. Don't conclude from the temporary situation that you're in that it's a lifelong situation and that it will never change. And what's the use? Why bother? And so you might as well eat yourself into oblivion. At least that's some pleasure. If that's the thought path you're taking, challenge it. Challenge it now. Another way to look at this is you've been through a heck of a lot of trauma. If you've had police at your home and your parents are divorcing and it's been really chaotic and you're only 18, have some empathy for yourself. Be your own best friend. In fact, that's a cognitive therapy method, to be your own best friend. Think of what you would say to another friend who was going through similar problems, who had lost a job and was overweight and it just felt just very jumpy all the time. Would you beat up on her and tell her she's not worth anything? You never would. So don't do that to yourself. So that's the first thing. The next thing is you want to be able to challenge some really deep-seated evaluations that you've drawn. One is that you're worthless. Another is that you can't get along with people. Now, it's possible that you couldn't get along with your mother and your father at many different times in your life, but don't draw the conclusion that you can't get along with anyone because you're lonely right now. You need to connect. You need to take some psychological risks and reach out. The third piece is if you don't have money, if you're really strapped, you could attempt to make amends with Mom. I mean, not because she'll support you, because this is only temporary, but if she is not a vicious person and you both had a role in calling each other some pretty bad names, you could call Mom back up and put it on an equal playing field. You could say, Ma, we both said some really lousy things, and I'm just wondering if we can connect again. I'm not doing well on my own. It wasn't a good start. I thought maybe this would be a solution. I'm seeing that it isn't. And I apologize for XYZ, for my role in it. Now, don't apologize for more than you did. Your mother owes you an apology for her role in it, but you can't force that out of her. So just take ownership of the part that you did. And then and if she says, I don't want you back, that's it, don't give up on yourself. Give yourself credit, a pat on the back for at least making that effort to reach out to your mom as one possible solution. And then what you want to do for depression, you could go to my website for you could get a book, Mind Over Mood. You want to make an action plan for yourself to get a job and to be able to lose the weight and to meet friends, but you can't do that all at once. You need to break it down into bite-sized pieces. I'm Dr. Ellen Kenner, and right after this, we'll be back with a call from a listener and your calls. Toll free 1-877-DRKENNER.
Here's an excerpt from The Selfish Path to Romance, the Serious Romance Guidebook by Drs. Kenner and Locke.
The ability to compromise is essential when you become parents. The significant responsibility of caring for children throughout their growing years requires that partners have excellent communication skills, including methods of fairly dividing up child-rearing responsibilities. Otherwise, misunderstandings grow, small slights ignite large fires, and the soulmate relationship perishes. Wall Street Journal writer Sue Schellenbarger reported on this phenomena in a 2004 article titled, "And Baby Makes Stress, Why Kids Are a Growing Obstacle to Marital Bliss." 3 reasons cited included debt, overspending on the baby, confusion over roles, who should be the stay-at-home parent and who is the breadwinner, and the inability of partners to talk without fighting.
Download Chapter 1 for free at drkenner.com and at amazon.com.